Do y'all remember where all the Ravens in the multiverse teamed up? Even though this is apparently non-canon, I thought this was a cool sight. Like, you even see the Raven from the DC animated movies. Comic book Raven. I just thought that's cool. They even had comic book Starfire appear. It's easy to watch shows like this and enjoy them for what they are. It's nice to see other organizations get love other than the Justice League, the Teen Titans of this animated universe. Let's get into it. The character I want to go over is Raven. She's the spooky emo member of the group, probably because her dad's a literal demon known as Trigon who wants to destroy the world, so that kind of makes sense on why she's emo. She's a magic-esque type of central type character due to her demon-human physiology. Even though she can't stand her dad, it does give her a few perks on being very powerful, being one of the most versatile characters on the squad. She has a mother, of course, and we're not going to ignore that she has met her Teen Titans Go version because of multiversal shenanigans, you know. Characters that are very similar to her, but this show's more on the goofy side. I would say this show's more serious, you know. Just like the standard comic book Raven, this Teen Titans universe animated series, Raven has comic books as well, so don't be surprised if some of these skins you see come from the comic books. These animated universes have a lot more lore to pull from than you would originally expect. And don't be surprised if you see her do spells and stuff. She always mentioned Azarath, Metron, Zinthos. That's like her common theme. She's one of those characters that's an energy projector. She can shape her energy in different ways to make shields for herself, to block attacks. Whatever she might lack in durability, it doesn't matter because she can increase her durability by making shields. Or just simple gestures like lifting stuff up with her mind, like telekinesis type stuff. She can lift up stuff without necessarily touching them. She activates these different types of energy projective, energy manipulative type of techniques. You see this little black aura. That's how you know she's activating her attacks or her abilities. Like she can lift up trees out of the ground, telekinesis style, or just good old fashioned concussive blast power type stuff to slice. You know how Green Lanterns use their imagination to make constructs out of energy and all kinds of different type of things based on their imagination. What if I told you Raven could do stuff like this as well, like scissors, making a giant door, constructs to make people a puppet, just simply make a cage and lock you up, making handcuffs, make a giant hand, and just simply making boats, if needed, like literal constructs. She can technically go intangible, going through solid objects, so it's really tough to hit her. She can make portals to where, why does she even need to fly? Or why does she even need super speed? Because she stated, I'm going to teleport us all back. So she can teleport herself and her friends or whoever she wants to far distances whenever she feels like. Like this is either super speed or teleportation, right? One can even argue with prep time, she can teleport to other dimensions by doing a certain ingredients or ritual or something, just like this. Somehow she can make a portal to different points in time, like how she pulled Cyborg out of this different point in time, looking like she's using her soul self stuff here, you know. She even stated herself that she is an empath. She can sense people if they're nearby, and she can pretty much invade your privacy by literally looking inside of your head and see what's really going on. And she can manipulate your emotions to the point where she can just make you calm down by telling you to calm down with her abilities. She can technically search inside of a wall for something in particular to use it as a strategic advantage, like pushing his water out. This is a common trope when it comes to magic or witchy type characters or demon type characters, is this astral projection stuff. Raven is no exception. When it comes to this type of stuff, she can separate her spirit mode from her physical body, her spirit self. They call it her soul self. This could be what she's actually doing when it comes to energy projection, using her soul self for telekinesis, because all of the colors seem to always be black. Like, here's an example of her going in the spirit mode, astral projection, like soul manipulative type stuff, just to mess you up from the inside like that. Then go back into her own body. Keep in mind that Raven has different states of mind. Her power depends on her emotions and stuff. You'll see her rage out and do stuff she normally wouldn't be able to do, which you're going to see in this video. But she also has like a different form, the White Raven form, which is supposed to be like her mightiest form in this series. This rarely ever comes out. It came out under special conditions throughout this series. I look at it like this: whatever she can do in this state, this form can do better when it comes to everything, you know? Like, she would accidentally short out the tower, for example, because she says her powers are fueled by her emotions. Like in this occasion, you see her literally rage out, grow super large, looks like a horror movie character, drags him under her cloak. She looks sadistic, embracing her Trigon side. But when she goes back to her senses, fear. Like, she needs to keep her emotions under control. Like, her dreams will literally come to life and fight the team, to the point where all of this is subconscious, to the point where even she doesn't know where, like, she's looking scared of her own crap. Like, isn't that funny? And you know it's her power because the moment Like, this thing was handling all the members, and the moment she gets knocked out, the moment it goes away. So it lets you know it came from her. In a weird way, she kind of reminds me of Hulk a little bit when it comes to her emotions being separated. Literally, this is how they look, the different forms of her emotions, different colored cloaks and everything, even though they're all technically a part.
They're all part of who you are, right?
Weird transmutation type of abilities. When she was white, she turned Beast Boy into a rat. That's crazy. Earlier, I brought up super speed, but like when you can literally stop time, who needs super speed? Just because her emotions were acting crazy. She can literally move while time is frozen. And she can make it to where you can join her in this frozen time while everything else is frozen. Emotions and everything aside, I'll probably get back to that later again, but I'm just going to go over some more versatile abilities she has real quick. Like, apparently she can heal Being when his leg was hurting. And yeah, he's fine. She's one of those characters, she can even share some of her abilities, like literally so they can protect themselves via shield. This protection you see right here, blocking from attacks, that's because of Raven sharing her power. Like, there's plenty of evidence that she can shapeshift and look like something she's not. Like, for example, these bad guys thought this was their teammate, but it really wasn't. It was really just Raven in disguise the whole time. Like, you can tell her she can shapeshift. Yeah, they look like scary stuff. And she can instantly change her outfit. Her physicals is not what she specializes in, but she doesn't really need physicals when she has all these other ways to attack you. Let's get it started. You already know she can lift several tons without using her muscles necessarily. She doesn't need to use her muscles. She can use her telekinetic abilities, energy projection, to lift a car, levitate it. A car which has to weigh at least 2 tons, she can just move. Even when we're talking about stuff that weighs more than 2 tons, like a bus, she can literally lift. She's consecutively able to lift buses up. Yeah, who wouldn't agree that she can lift up at least 10 tons? She can lift up buses with ease. Pieces of debris that are about the size of certain vehicles she can lift and toss with ease. Not only can she lift up buses, vehicles, or trucks, but she can also rip them apart, implying how much destructive power she has. When it comes to metal beams, we've seen her be able to bend them. Large pieces of machinery. Trees can vary in weight, but she can lift up several with ease with no difficulty. She can lift up a whole bunch of water all at once. This is still low difficulty, no effort, all that water. There's no telling how much rubble she can lift up at once. Like, there's too many occasions of her using rubble boulders and slinging them. Like, you see these stone pillars right here, for example. They have to weigh at least several tons. She can lift up 3 of them with ease. She always has a weapon because she can just pull pieces of rock out of the ground like this, for example. Like right here, all this rubble just come out of nowhere out the ground. Like, it's one thing to lift one boulder, but I'm talking about multiple boulders she can lift all at the same time with ease and still holding more. Lifting up vehicles, boulders, or several tons is just the tip of the iceberg. This creature that was like dang near the size of a house, her blast can actually be strong enough to pin it to the building despite the size difference between the bus and this thing. There's implications she can lift or even move hundreds or even thousands of tons. She literally moves these buildings. Like these buildings this big. Buildings can vary in weight and size, but she moved them with like not too much effort really, if we're being honest. So when it comes to how much weight she can move with her telekinesis or with her energy projection, there's implications she can move thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of tons depending on the weight of the building, because buildings can vary in weight. Don't ask, but there was like a lot of different Ravens in the multiverse. Even the comic book one, they all helped to move buildings together here. At this point, do you have any doubt she can lift up multiple buildings or move them? You remember the situation? You know they live in this Titan's Tower, right? You know how there's like a small island that Titan's Tower is on too? Like, this whole island was sinking. Like, it's not like the biggest island in the world or nothing. Like, you see, it's not like the size of a city, like the island's width, but it's still pretty big considering that this is a full-blown multiple-story building. And this is still wider than it. So it's not like a small piece of rock that this Titan's Tower is on. Like, we literally see the entire island actually start sinking with the building like this. So this feat right here has to be even the hundreds or even more than hundreds of thousands of tons, because the rock that the tower is on is falling to the island itself. Terra, along with Raven, they both work together. If we assume they both did their own part 50-50, when it comes to how much weight they can move, they was able to push the entire building and the island back up, working together. You see it getting moved back up, the entire building and island. This is one of those things that's hard to calculate, but this has to be over thousands of hundreds of thousands of tons. So yeah, all of this, with help, of course, was able to help move all of this weight up. This had to be thousands of tons. And Terra is the being that helped her lift this up. We've actually seen these two like have a beam struggle in the past. to show their blast power compared to one another, to show, yeah, they had to be doing their fair share when they were moving this whole island up with the building on top of it. Even though it's not the size of a city or nothing, it still was impressive. With the help of Terra, there's implications she can lift up, like one can say a small town or a town's worth of buildings, that one can say with all this debris they had to lift up. Or one can say a little baby island, like not like a super large island or nothing, but it's still impressive. And you guys already know, if her base form can lift up buildings or even a small piece of an island on top of the building, you guess what? Her white raven self, her powered up self, can do more. I get to this again later though. It's no wonder she can accidentally blast cars like this up. Or she can use her blast as slices to slice up robots, because all that weight she can lift. Imagine making that into blades. When you can lift all this weight with your blast power, this basically proves that you could just shoot concussive force outward as an attack, making craters this large. Piercing force to cut clean through robots, or just completely slice through tanks like butter, things that are definitely bulletproof. If we've seen her lifting an entire island up with the Titan's Tower, a building that has to weigh thousands of tons, so slicing up a tank should be something believable with her blast, or slicing power with her energy projection. We've seen her blast create big explosions like this, for example. What do y'all think the limits of her blast power is, doing all this, creating this trench? I mean, at this point, it's quite obvious she can definitely level buildings with ease, collapsing entire floors with ease. Yeah, her doing this is just a no-brainer at this point. When it comes to the other Titans, there's implications she probably is the mightiest of all the Titans here, and her teammates aren't weaklings. And it's implied she can hold back the other Titans without them being able to do nothing back. Starfire and Cyborg trying to break through it, you see, and they can't. Beast Boy can't. Keep in mind that Starfire can do this to city blocks, I'm just saying, when it comes to trembling multiple buildings. And Raven can make shields that shield from beings this strong and other Titan members like Cyborg and even Beast Boy. This is why I use her shields to get an understanding of her blast power, because she can use her shields as damage output or offensive, like how she can crush beings in her shield like that. Depending on which missiles we're talking about, some missiles can level buildings, she can casually shield from this mess. The Titans face some strong beings like Mammoth she can still shield from. I mean, she may not be no speedster or nothing, but that's implication she can react to lightning type of attacks, implying that she has superhuman reflexes to react to stuff coming at her at 200,000 miles per hour at the speed of lightning. There's this being literally named Dr. Light, a being that can shoot beams of light. This could imply that she can react to things close to light speed or dang near equal to light speed. Reacted while it was mid-flight. Does this confirm she can react to light speed attacks? It could. Now, this right here implies she's way stronger than what you've seen in this video so far. Like, she gave them power, right? Like, I already showed that she gave them power. They was actually able to shield from an attack. Like, it's literally confirmed this is Raven's power. You see the black energy. It's because of her, she was able to protect them from a blast. Like, you see the shield? Yep. That covered the entire Earth. Like, yo, this scorched the entire Earth. She was able to shield from this mess because her dad was tripping Trigon. That level of blast power. So she has enough raw shielding power to protect herself, and her teammates against an attack that scorched their whole Earth's surface. She can shield from danger close to planetary destruction. Her dad, Trigon, was able to do this to a planet the size of Earth. Imagine what this same attack would have done to like a smaller planetoid like the moon. With Raven's raw power, it's pretty much confirmed that when it comes to moon-shattering stuff, her power will be able to shield from this type of destructive force, shielding from those type of attacks. We get to really see how crazy she is when she's White Raven against Trigon, somebody that scorched the Earth within seconds. She was actually able to overpower Trigon, blasting him, damaging him here in her White Raven state, despite Trigon just devastating the planet's surface. Yes, got him yelling in agony, even defeating Trigon himself, proving that she could also, if she wanted to be destructive, she can cause planetary-wide scale destruction on the planet's surface, like how Trigon did. She's literally overpowering this same being, and even reversed via reality warping all the damage on the planet on a planet-wide scale, changing everything back to normal. People that was dead brought back. Everything on a planet-wide scale. So yeah, when it comes to her blast power, she could definitely cause moon destruction if she wanted to. She literally repaired everything on Earth on a planet-wide scale. And you know how the Earth is way bigger than the moon, so this is a bare minimum. Yeah, Raven's family and her are crazy, especially as White Raven. I'll just say it. She can do earth-shattering power if she wanted to. Of course, she would never do that. She doesn't want to destroy the Earth. Yeah, we know planets vary in size. I think we can all agree that the smaller moons she can definitely delete if she can match or defeat Trigon, who was able to scorch the surface of the Earth that easily, right? Smaller planetoids she can definitely blast away. You know, there's like literally a Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go movie. Yo, this kind of where the stuff gets crazier. There's implications that Raven, even in her base state, is even higher than that. Teen Titans Go universe is basically like a gaggy version of the Teen Titans, basically. Looney Tune Teen Titans. And we see Raven from the Teen Titans the animated series actually get loose. It's one of them situations where she didn't necessarily overpower her in like raw blast power or nothing. So this feat is kind of contentious, but she was able to cleanse her at least. But if we was to take it serious of her being similar to her Teen Titans Go self when it comes to blast power, remember Teen Titans Go Raven can literally blow away or destroy a star, guys. With ease. Take that as you will. I'm not saying this is a 100% guaranteed feat, but yeah, Teen Titans Go gets Looney Toony. So there's a possibility that Teen Titans, the animated series, could easily blow away multiple planets the size of Earth, even larger planets like Jupiter with ease if we consider that she might be up there with Teen Titans Go version of herself when it comes to blast power, being able to blow away an entire sun. You guys know how small the Earth is compared to the sun and stuff, right? If you can blow away the sun, you automatically can blow away Jupiter, smaller planets like Pluto, Earth, Saturn, blah, blah, blah. Who really knows, though? She might be able to blast away a star. Don't quote me, though. This is a big might. You know what I mean? But what do you guys think? Do you think this version of Raven from the Teen Titans, the animated series, can blast away a star just like her Teen Titans Go self? And they interacted with one each other and then kind of fought for a little bit? I want to hear you guys' thoughts on that. But respect this Teen Titans animated series version of Raven. You probably didn't know she was this crazy still. It's one of them situations where even if you don't want to say she can blow away a star, we've already seen her actually match a being or overpower a being in her own universe like Trigon that can scorch the Earth's surface. So her at least being a small planetoid shattering level being is definitely like not even debatable at this point. She has to be able to shatter small planetoids at least, even if you don't want to believe she can shatter the sun. Take the Teen Titan Go feats as you will, because there's implications it's not canon to the original series, so who really knows? But before I get going, I gotta say thanks for the donations. It helps out a lot. Respect Raven from Teen Titans, the animated series. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.